Hey there. I go, girl. Hello, Jack Taylor. You're up early this morning. Hello, loving Midwest. Hello, Debbie Smiles. How are you guys doing? Good morning. Good. Yeah, I'm saving that one, Jack. Good morning, Raw Will. Good morning, Elvis or Andre. I'm going to try and go down here for a minute. My right knee's hurting, so this is challenging for me. Hello, Debbie Smiles. Hello, Sheila. Had to do some last minute laundry. Where are you flying to? Hello, pretty girl. Hello, Sloth Talk. Hello, Sheila. Oh, top of the morning to you. Holly. Holly gets so excited. She knows what time it is. She knows it's time for Coffee with Ken. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Tessa. Hello, Manda Stanley. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is my English Springer Spaniel, Holly. You're watching Coffee with Ken. This is a little show I started quite some time ago. I started about 3.5 years ago. It is a show I started when I was living in a dark apartment. I had broken up with the woman of my dreams. I was missing her terribly. Ah, woman of my dreams, come back, I love you. I'm sorry, you're seeing the mess. I mean, not a horrible mess. This is my water. This is a plastic cup, a cup for my child, my little angel Augie that he never really drinks out of. But you know what he does? He likes to chuck it and then kind of knock it around. He's not walking yet. He's 18 months. He's not in a hurry to walk. I don't blame him. You can fall when you walk. No. Very Mary, you're wrong about that. You are wrong about that. I did actually, but that's another story. Might get in trouble if I talk too much about that. But yeah, not too messy. Although there's a plate in the sink which looks kind of nasty. But I'm giving you more information than you know. Again, I think I'm honest to a fault. Sometimes the words just kind of fly out. Hello there, Harmon from Michigan, Dar Harmon. The words fly out and I can't catch them. I try and catch them as they're gone, but they're gone. But anyway, it's a show about me talking, as you know. By the way, I've been eating a ridiculous amount of Halloween candy. I finished off, thank you for following the host, Dan's World Love. I appreciate that. I enjoy doing these videos on TikTok. I enjoy coming to you live. I try and do it once a week. Or not once a week, once a day. I've been doing it at 8 o'clock every morning for about 8 days straight. Some days I struggle. Some days I'm not sure I want to talk and I want to go live. Most days I kind of feel that way. I go, what the hell am I going to talk about today? And then I find myself with such verbal diarrhea that I talk for, 5, 6, 7 minutes before I even get my cup of coffee. And the show is named Coffee with Ken, which gets me back to the coffee. I was up early today. I woke up. Oh, I've been eating a lot of candy, a ridiculous amount of candy from Halloween. I finished. No, I didn't quite finish off. I still got some Kit Kats left. And then I got 2 bags of Nestle Crunch. It kind of surprises me. I thought Nestle Crunch were, one of my favorite candies. But the proof's in the pudding. I bought 3 Musketeers. I bought Kit Kats. I bought peanut M&Ms. And I bought Nestle Crunch for Halloween. I bought 8 bags. And hey, thank you, Francis, for following. I bought 8 bags of candy, 4 of each. And in order of disappearance, I ate the peanut M&Ms first, then the 3 Musketeers, then the Kit Kats, and I still have the Nestle Crunch waiting for me. And it's not a bad thing to have in the on the bench, Nestle Crunch. I mean, they're good. It's chocolate with a little crunch in it. There's really nothing to not like about it. Outside of it's not as quite as good as peanut M&M, Three Musketeers, Kit Kat, and then the Nestle Crunch. Kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. I wonder what order you guys would put those four candies. If you had those four candies, again, it's peanut M&Ms, Three Musketeers, Kit Kats, and Nestle Crunch. What order would you eat them in? I'm going to pour myself some coffee. I'm going to go into the living room. Going to try and find... Oh, I'm wearing black. I'm hoping it's slimming from all the coffee, chocolate I've eaten. Sometimes I feel... Kit Kat last? Kit Kat last? Well, that's cool. I respect your opinion. I mean, I guess I had it third, so it was close to last. I'm going to go into my living room here. Hang with me. I'm going to try and find a spot that is good with lighting. Let's see. You're seeing it like this. Okay, so this is bright enough. This is bright enough, isn't it? Hey, that's kind of straight on. That's kind of fun. I've been doing... Wait, why can't... Jeez, hold on there. Let me see if I can get you back. I want to be able to see all the comments. They will fall through his hands. Kit Kat and Three Musketeers. The others I would not... You would not eat? Thank you for following the host. Thank you all for watching today. It's Saturday morning. It's 8 o'clock. Got people watching, which always makes me feel kind of good. Got a candle here. I might as well light it. Oh, I keep delaying the gratification. I'm not one that believes in delaying gratification. So I got like a 4-hour-old pot of coffee. And I'm hoping it still tastes pretty good. I know it's hot. I'm going to have some. Cheers to us. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it tastes just fine. It's a pumpkin spice. Thank you for following the host. I made it this morning. I was up early. I mean, I guess I was up at 3:30, not 4:15 or 3:15. Light that candle. Almost gone with this one, but I got 3 over there waiting on deck, ready to be. Thank you. It's her name's Holly. Good morning, Lois. She's a beautiful English Springer Spaniel. She's a good girl. I'm so lucky to have her in my life. I don't know what that means. Candles are dated. What does that mean? I don't know. Thank you very much. Yeah, she's a good girl. We just got back from no problem at all. We just got back from a nice long walk, and it's cool. It's kind of crisp out. It's gray. Let me show you what I'm looking at here in Naperville out the front window. Excuse me, Holly. That's the kind of weather we're dealing with. Let me move this across. I'm almost scared touching the screen, like I might turn you guys off. Somebody wants to join me. I don't ever do that because I'm worried I get some crazy person overly integrated in mainstream society. I don't know. You mean in the last, week? I don't know. I mean, no. I think dogs and human, we're meant to be together. I think there's a strange, perfect bond. Dogs have love to give, and humans have love to give and receive. And I think there's a strange, perfect bond between dogs and man. I don't think we're meant to live with cats, to be honest with you. And I don't want to offend you cat watchers. I know I'm but I'm going to do it anyway. You know, I try not to worry about offending people, although I still hold some punches. But anyway, back to cats. I don't think we're supposed to live with cats. I think if we were small, and I think we all know it, even you cat lovers, if we were small, like the size of this candle, that cat would eat you up so quickly. It would laugh. It would swat you around the room for about half an hour, laughing at you before it chomped your head off. It's just my thoughts. Dogs are awesome. Yes, I am enjoying the cold. I'm also enjoying the gray, which is weird. I mean, I like sunshine. But again, I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois. I don't know if I mentioned that to you before. We're a town of about 150,000, about half an hour west of Chicago. And it's gray outside today. Kind of darkish. And it feels like snow could come. I don't know the temperature. I think it's probably about 30 degrees. Or as she did when you were not home. What's the best thing about having my dog? Oh, I mean, the companionship, the love. Sometimes I feel bad because I'll bitch at her. I go, no, Holly, we're not going for another walk. You don't have to follow me around the house everywhere I go. She does. We'll come back from a long walk, and I probably say this every live, but it's true. Come back from a long walk, she'll lay on her bed. I'll sit down on the couch for like 3 minutes. I'll get up to go, grab a bowl of cereal, and she'll follow me with all the excitement in the world. Where are we going, Dad? Where are we going? Where are we going? Right now? Come here. Get in the camera. I think they like you better than me. Yesterday, I did a brief live here. I was on for about 12 or 13 minutes. I had my son. I got a little angel boy named Augie. He's 18 months old. He stayed over. Usually he's at his mom's house, and I had him Thursday night. So I had him for about 12 minutes. He was on here for a little bit. And I realized that I think nobody cares about what I have to say. They're more into it for Holly. And when I have my son Augie here too, they prefer to have Augie just on camera being cute. Kind of looking at his dada with his sweet little soft face. Kind of staring up. We were watching CNBC yesterday when we were going live. He likes watching Elmo or Miss Rachel. And I enjoy watching that too. But again, I had CNBC on. I had the volume turned on so I could go live and talk to you guys. I like to watch the stock market. I don't really know why. I barely have any investments. Hold on. Let's have a little more coffee, folks. Oh. So, what was I saying? Bunch of stuff. I woke up early. Had a great night last night. Totally quiet. The quieter my nights are, the better I enjoy them. If I got home at 4:30 last night and walked my dog and, just relaxed and ate and watched a movie and fell asleep early. But I woke up crazy early and my mind was feeling kind of not so good. I tend to have a fairly active mind with lots of thoughts coming in, and I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. I think we all should be works in progress. I think we should try and get a little better every day. I started the show again 3.5 years ago because I was going through a hard time. I found in my life, various hard times, various highs and lows. And I have a lot of highs and lows financially, emotionally, relationship-wise, and what have you. And maybe that's just the way life is. That's probably just the way life is. And it's probably, more so for me than some because I'm more me than some, if that makes sense. There's some more steady Eddies, and then there's Crazy Ken. And although I don't really think I'm crazy. Hello, Shannon. I did wonder about it last night. And I actually brought a couple props here today. I've talked about it before. I stopped drinking about, 54 weeks ago or so, end of October of last year. I think I drank for a long time just to deal with the anxiety and the sadness because, you get buzzed. You kind of don't feel that stressed anymore. You're not that worried about some future event, or you're not that regretting something you did, 10 years ago or whatever, or your lot in life. And if you are, you just crack open another beer and suddenly, you forget. But then you wake up at 2 a.m. and you feel kind of stupid and you go, crap, I drank again last night. My heart's racing. If I don't go back to sleep, I'm going to be hungover tomorrow. That's stupid. And you get a crappy night's sleep and you don't feel too good. And then, as I've said before, the only way to cure that feeling is crack open another beer. And I was in the habit, because I sell real estate professionally, that I could, depending on my schedule and my my appointments for the day, I could, if I had a couple appointments early in the morning, I could be back at 11 o'clock and, come on football game or come on rest of my day, throw my feet up. Not a real healthy way to live, but it was just a cycle I was on. And it was just a cycle I was on. And I think a lot of people are probably on it, honestly. But I don't think, having stopped drinking a year ago, I feel proud that I did and good that I did and happy that I did. But I don't really think drinking was my problem. Let's have a little more coffee. I think my troubles were anxiety and depression. I think I'm codependent. I talked about prompts. Got a couple books here that I'm thinking about reading again. by Melody Beatty. Thank you, Still Memories. I hope you follow my page. I hope you find value. I hope this is valuable because I share stuff that many people probably wouldn't. And again, hold on, I'll get back to this, but remind me, don't let me hang up on you guys without getting back to this, because while I was walking Holly, I said, I need to read these bad boys again, because I think my problem is codependency, and I take on the mood. Codependency is when you try and control others, and it sounds evil when you say it that way, and maybe it is evil. You try and fix, save, change people. And I think people that are raised in kind of chaotic family environments, and I know that we all are raised in various chaos, and life is chaos. But I think there's varying degrees of it. And I think children that are raised in chaotic environments with a lot of emotional flare-ups and what have you, tend to feel their role or their lot in life is to make things better or fix them or change them or save various people in the family unit. And I think I've gone into a lot of relationships personally attracted to women for their issues. You know, if a woman said, oh crap, there's no good men out there, I'd want to prove to her that I'm a good man. I want to show her. Or if a woman's having a hard time, I don't know, I find it exciting or interesting or think I can save or change somebody. And I'll tell you what, it's not fair to the woman in my case, because I'm a man, but the other person, because the other person is just being them, and we should give them the space to be them and love them for them if we do, or determine that them is not healthy for us at all and give them some space and leave them alone and let it go. But I know for me, I see a woman who's struggling or has some issues or whatever, and I go, oh, what can I do? How can I fix? How can I save? And I don't know. It's caused me grief and probably them grief. A ton of them, grief for them as well. Because I was probably always trying to change them and judge them and fix them and save them. And we shouldn't do that. And I think it's a lot more common. It's not just you or me, Still Memories, I'm sorry. It's not just you and me. I think it's a lot of people. I'm going to bring out this book because I don't want to forget. Still Memories, have you read this? It's Codependent No More by Melody Beatty. It was life-changing for me. Yeah, it was life-changing for me. And I read it about 10 months ago. I had a friend that I used to work with like 30 some years ago. Amazing. We connected on another social media platform and she told me to get this. And I was kind of personally offended because it says how to stop controlling others and start caring for yourself. It sounds mean when you think about controlling others because, I'm not trying to dominate people. I will seek it out. Lisa Maria is your name. Don't seek it out. Buy this book on Amazon today. I promise you, I got the chills just saying that because I'm hoping to make a difference in this world. I've been a stockbroker. I was a stockbroker out of college for 10 years. That's legalized theft. You generate huge commissions and people lose their money and you drive fancy cars and drink a lot of alcohol. Then for 17 years, I've been a realtor and I thought I was going to help change the world through that. It's a different, I don't know. But again, that's maybe our problem because we want to make a difference. We want to help change the world. And I can't tell you how important this book is for you. And again, just putting my stuff out there. And again, it's Melody Beatty, Codependent No More, How to Stop Controlling Others and Start Caring for Yourself. Because you forget, and again, I usually end most shows of these shows or my videos. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And I hope to talk to you soon. I think we forget as humans, and all of us are shades of this. Yeah, it does. Of that. And again, I've said this a million times, but when the oxygen comes down from the airplane, if a plane's crashing, has anybody ever actually been in a plane when the oxygen masks come out? I like Bruce Willis. I love when people refer to me that. I don't know. It'd be a scary feeling. I'm scared. I'm getting sweaty palms just thinking of flying. Every bump we hit. Every turbulence, I'm thinking we're going down. Sweaty palms, massive sweaty palms right now. And if you know me, if you're traveling with me, I'm going to white knuckle your knees. If you're even sitting next to me, I'll grab you and go, oh, we're going to crash. And this huge man looks at me, excuse me, sir, get your hand off my knee. For some reason, whenever I'm flying, I'm always late or not that organized or whatever. And if I'm flying like Southwest Airlines, I don't think they, reserve seats. I don't fly that much anymore. I used to fly a lot more. I'll always be one of the last on the plane. And I'm looking through. There's no bins. And then I see two, Fireman Fred on each side of me. And then me in the middle. I'm going like this. Trying not to touch either of them. And I'm not that germaphobe. I don't know. Strange men rubbing arms with me. Sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but kind of not my thing. And it's obviously not the guy's thing when I'm grabbing his knee going, I'm scared. Good. I'm getting phone calls. I'm glad people are still joining. And again, I don't know what I'm going to talk to you about, but I would strongly encourage anyone out there. I think everyone could be helped by this book. I think we're all shades of codependent. I think we all struggle with issues. And this one was so eye-opening for me that I vowed to read it again as I was walking my dog. Because it happened to me again this week. It's so easy to relapse, if you will. It was easy for me to give up drinking. It's so easy to keep a score. I don't drink, I'm win. I'm right. I've solved it. I fixed it. But to let go of codependency or anxiety or depression is a little harder to score and harder to judge. And I think it's easier for it to creep back in and you not even realize it's back in as part of your life. Because again, I stop drinking. If I am going to watch a football game of buddies, if I start drinking, I'm going to go, hey, I'm screwing up. But if your real issue is like codependency or whatever mental issue you might be, anxiety, let's say, it is harder to realize that you're going backwards and to notice you're going backwards. And for me, I caught myself this week going backwards, wanting to fix, save, change somebody. And I can't do that. I can't do that. And hello there, Joseph. Let me have a little more coffee. I can't do that for me. I can't do that for them. I can't do it for anybody because it doesn't work. And again, it's offensive to them. I think people gotta want to change. And I did a video about drinking, which is pinned in the middle of my TikTok profile. I'd strongly recommend you look it up. I think it's beautiful. Getting ready for my wedding. Hey, congratulations, Joe Luna. Congratulations. You shouldn't be on TikTok while you're getting ready for your wedding. If you happen to be late, I want you to turn to the servants and say, I'm sorry I'm late. Although, wait, you're up there first. So I don't know if you can be late. But anyway, if you get an opportunity, turn to the church and say, I was watching Coffee with Ken on TikTok this morning, and it was awesome. I couldn't turn it off. That is why I am late. And so if you do that, barely user. I hate when people are named user. I don't hate. Hate's a strong word. Going to see your actions being codependent from a former. Yeah, Dana, can you be a former codependent? Or are you always in recovery? I think I can be a former alcoholic. I don't think I'm in recovery anymore. I don't have any need to drink. But I got this book, The Beyond Codependency, for when you start relapsing. Because, maybe I can be a former codependent. Because I did, and I'm going, and the next day I realized it, I'm going, oh crap, can't do that. And we do it with our spouses, but we also do it with friends and family and strangers. Okay, well, kudos. Do you know these books? Do you know Melody Beatty? She's apparently a fairly famous writer. She wrote these, 20, 30 years ago. I think she's still running around doing something. Hopefully not being codependent. because codependence no good. I'm telling you, it can cause a lot of troubles. I think it's so, like I said, it's so obvious when you got a drinking problem. I mean, it might not be obvious to the guy drinking. It wasn't obvious. I mean, I kind of knew. I mean, I was drinking 8 beers a day. I had a hunch I was probably drinking more than I should. But, I was able to function fairly well and feel okay and do okay till one day I didn't. And, I thought it was from the 80s. Yeah, it is, Shannon. It is hard not to put our own value system on it. We were all raised so different. And men, I think, are different than women. And, my friends are different than me. And we were all raised in such different circumstances. Some from broken families, some from abusive families, some from drinking families, some from perfect families. Nobody's from a perfect family. The Brady Bunch was pretty good. My sister's husband is like that. Question is, what's the difference between codependency and narcissistic? I don't really know much about narcissistic. I think it's a word that's thrown around a lot. I've been labeled it. And again, I got a show called Coffee with Ken. I've been called it by people that hate me for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. Well, narcissistic isn't... I think codependent, I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know. And I think codependents tend to try and take care of, a lot of times it's with substance abuse. Like oftentimes, and I'm going to be a little sexist here, but most of the examples in the book were, he likes to save her but gets mad if she doesn't let him. Yeah, could be. A lot of examples were women tending to alcoholic husbands and putting up with alcoholic and abusive husbands because they thought they could fix, save, change them. I am having a good day, Junie. I appreciate you all for joining. It's such an interesting topic. And there's so many different things. And again, I don't know what good it does labeling somebody. I labeled, and I don't want to say it because it's a little too personal, but I did some research diving into a past relationship and saw some traits that are exactly, indicative of the person and that were described in this disorder. But, when I was a kid, we didn't have, thank you very much, York Power, we didn't have terms like narcissistic or codependent or borderline personality disorder. We just called the guy a jerk or the woman I won't say it because it's kind of a cuss word, even though it's a soft cuss word. But, the guy's a jerk or various other things. Or, he's being an ass or something like that. I don't like swearing, so I'm not trying to. I'm trying to avoid it. Or she's being But for some reason, we label them now. And I know for me, when I saw this label and I saw how it fit the person in my life, I was thinking, hey, this can be fixed. Little treatment, maybe a pill or two, and we're good to go, and we're back, being our happy selves. But again, just like with the drinking, I think you got to want it for yourself. Nobody wants to be told that they're crazy or that they got a disorder. Hey, you got borderline personality disorder. Hey, you got narcissistic disorder or something like that. Doesn't usually go over well. But I think codependent's kind of soft. And I think, you're kind of enabling others and trying to help others. I would imagine, and I don't know, but I would imagine narcissistic is bullying and mean and my way or the highway. And again, I don't know. Although I thought about it, I just took a bath. I was wondering if I could be a therapist. I want to talk about that. I talked for half an hour already. I hope you guys aren't too bored. I got a couple more words to say. I only got 13 likes so far. I hope I got some followers. I enjoy getting followers here because I like this page to grow. I realized about a week and a half ago, I'm going through a divorce. I've had so much stuff thrown at me over the last year, and we're all thrown stuff. We're all facing challenges. I'm not saying it woe is me, but I think I recognize that I've been going through a lot of trauma over the last year and that I was hurting and that I've been struggling and that this is good for me and is therapy for me. But I thought Some keep sober in the Key Islands. You help a lot, but it's a war. Yeah, I bet. But I was hurting, and that I wanted to go talk to somebody, a professional that I could reach out to and say, hey, I'm feeling this way, or hey, my relationship's going this way, or hey, I struggle with this. And they could listen. I think that's the most important thing from a therapist, to have, be an open ear and understanding and accepting and non-judgmental. Because, you know, if you talk to a friend and they're judgmental or they give you too much advice, you're going to go, I don't know what that means. The Boston Marathon, Chicago Marathon was my favorite race. I did. Okay, still memories. Thank you for keeping me on task. I sometimes lose focus. Think about this. I like the, I was going to say the Indy 500 I enjoyed. I've never been to the Kentucky Derby, but I'm going to stay on task. I said, I need to go see a therapist because I'm hurting. And I called my buddy and said, I'm hurting, help me, talk to me. And he talked to me for an hour, and he couldn't come up with any solutions, nor I, other than I need to keep moving forward and go talk to a therapist. So I looked at my insurance. I figured out what my plan was. I called a few companies that were in my plan and that were accepting new patients and that were local enough that I'd work. I think it's important you have a good, relationship with a therapist, but I'd be willing to try anybody, probably. And if you don't like them, you keep moving. I don't think there's any real harm in that. You don't have to marry your therapist, is my experience. But my point is, the two companies that were in my plan and local both had waiting lists. They both had waiting lists. And I just think it's so strange that the mental health business must be a really, really good business right now. And I was just taking a bath and I'm wondering, could I be a therapist? We obviously need more because I called 2 therapy companies and both of them had waiting lists. And I don't know if I'd be any good at it. I don't know. But either way, there's a need for it. Because believe me when I'm telling you, I'm not calling a mental health office saying I need help because I want help in a couple months. If I thought I needed help in a couple months, I'd call them in a couple months. It's like calling a doctor with a broken leg. And he'll say, yeah, we'll put you on the waiting list. We'll get to you in a couple months. But doc, I got a broken leg here. And I'm telling you, maybe it's not as painful, but it's a deep pain when you're struggling and you're hurting inside. And it's a real pain. Yeah, a waiting list. And they said 3 to 5 weeks. And I know, I've felt some really dark thoughts in my time, in my life. Really dark thoughts. I'm sure we all have. I'm going 3 to 5 weeks. And I said on a video, I could be done with my issue by then, or I could, who knows what I could do by then. And it's, I just don't think, I don't know. So I think there needs to be more acknowledgement of mental health and feeling okay. And I'm not, whatever. I just think, I know personally I've gone through more than I put it on myself. I'm not blaming other people or my family or anybody or my relationships. It's all me. But I think it's all us, and it's all a lot of us. And I think a lot of us out there are struggling. And, I just think life's too important to not love who you are and not forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made and not, you're not going to wake up jumping out of bed going, yay, every day. But I think you shouldn't dread the day, and you shouldn't dread the moment, and you shouldn't dread every minute, and life shouldn't be drudgery. We should feel good and, hopefully be at peace, hopefully have a shred of optimism, hopefully have hope, hopefully have hope, have some faith, let go of the past, let go of the future. I think oftentimes, and I talked about it on my video this morning, I was not feeling that good this morning when I woke up. And I was thinking too far ahead. I was going, crap, what am I going to do in 2 weeks when this happens or when I got to do this? And I think so often it's more important to not put ourselves in the future because we don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. All we can do is, hey, thank you so much for sharing the live. Thank you so much for following. All we can do is, figure out what our next step is going to be. Like right now, instead of worrying, oh, shoot, am I going to be late for this appointment this afternoon? I need to go, I want more coffee. Let's drink more coffee. Put coffee down. Sip water. Sign off to this live on TikTok. Blow out candle. Check watch. Drive to friends where I'm going to have breakfast. Yeah, be in the moment. Just kind of be. I guarantee my dog Holly's not worrying about where she's getting her food in a month. Or, things like that. And granted, I feed her. She doesn't have to worry a whole lot. But she doesn't worry about anything. I don't want to be a dog. But look at her. Look at her. She's sleeping over there. Dog doesn't have a care in the world. Doesn't have a care in the world. I think faith is important. I've been going to church. I've never been a Bible reader. I've never read the Bible. I picked it up once a few weeks ago and I went, it's long. It's so crazy long. Good morning, Wendy. Thank you for joining. I'm trying to wrap up here. I've been talking almost 40 minutes. But I think I talked about some important things that were important to me, and hopefully you guys found some value in them as well. I really enjoy doing these videos. I go live at 8 o'clock. I've been going live every morning. If I ever miss a day, it's been like 6, 7, 8 days in a row. If I miss a day, don't be too mad at me. Because again, I feel guilty for a lot of things. You're welcome. I feel guilty for a lot of things. And I feel guilty if I didn't do this show at 8 o'clock. But anyway, I try and go live at 8 o'clock every morning. I try and share a little bit about my feelings and what I'm going through and a little bit of coffee. And I hope you guys find some value. I hope you follow my page. I hope you enjoy my content. I think I'd like to do this. Again, I've been a realtor for 17 years, but I get the chills when somebody sends me a message and says, hey, what you said today was important and made a difference in my life. And I'm feeling that too, and I'm struggling with those same things. Thank you for saying it. I get the chills even talking about it. When I'm at Starbucks, I'm supposed to be wearing a name tag that says what real estate company. And telling everyone about my real estate business and asking people if they want to move. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. I'm just wrapping it up. Please follow my page. You're welcome, Only Bangers. Thank you for saying that, by the way. I appreciate it. You never know the smallest little thing, the little word of encouragement. You're doing a great job. And, how important it can mean to somebody because you don't know where they're at, where they're feeling. But anyway, I'll be at Starbucks and somebody will be standing in line and I'll say, hey, it's a long line. Something real smooth or creative like that. And then we'll get to talking and we'll get to laughing and I'll go, hey, are you on social media? And they go, well, yeah. And I'll tell them about Coffee with Ken because I really believe in this. And I've got it on the back of my computer. I've got a sweatshirt that says Coffee with Ken. And I'd like to somehow, some way, some which way do it professionally. Not for the money. But I'd like to be 100% in it. And I appreciate you guys following. I hope it matters. I like seeing this page grow. I want to make a difference. I've spent 30 years of my professional life, worrying about making money. No, I don't have my own coffee brand. I should maybe someday. When I get rich and famous, I'll make my own coffee. It'll probably be pumpkin spice, though. I'm hooked on pumpkin spice. But anyway, it's been 40 minutes. I could keep talking. I didn't even know what I was going to say today. That's what's so fun. I always go, am I going to have anything to say? What am I going to talk about? Sometimes a lot of people are watching. I got nothing to say. Checking my pants, making sure there's no rip. Probably shouldn't sit like that. It's not very ladylike to sit like that. But anyway, it's Saturday morning. It is 8:40 my time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Their own brand and ship. Yeah, I should do that. Hey, Only Banger, I'm going to reach out to you. If you want to help me in business in any way, I'm going to follow your page. And I don't know, maybe we can message. If you have any ideas, if you're an idea person, I need an idea person. I'm good at creating content. I'm good at talking in front of the camera. I need some idea people, not only just ideas, people that can run with the ideas and will follow through with the ideas. Because I'm one guy And I'm good at some things, but there's some things I'm not good at. And I'm smart enough to know I'm not great at everything. And I see holes in my business being this, and I hate to talk about it as a business because I don't want it to be about the money. But I think there's opportunities here, and I hope there's some value here. And if there's value and it means something, it seems, I don't know, something I'd like to pursue. So I'm going to leave you with that. It's Saturday morning. I want to thank you for following. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day today. I hope you have an awesome, awesome weekend. Maybe tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock to watch my show. Share some coffee with me. Thank you. And I hope you're feeling good. And again, I hope for anyone that at all is going through struggles, I so strongly recommend you get on Amazon and order Codependent No More. It's life-changing. I need to reorder that. Hey, Keith, I'm just signing off. Thank you for watching. But I so appreciate you guys for tuning in this Saturday morning. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.